All right, hello. Just explaining a shoulder routine that I did 6/13, 2025. Um, it was just a kind of a circuit style. It did take a minute in between sets to change the weights, but that's about it. Um, so what I did was I would do kettlebell shoulder press, and then I'd go to a grenade handle side raise, which is this handle here. I'll show you here in a moment. And then I did playaz ball shrugs. That's another interesting handle, and I'll explain them here in a moment. But what I did was just started off, did 12 reps, and I continued to do 12 reps throughout the sets, and I did 4 rounds total, adding weight in between each round, and that's all I did. So the kettlebell shoulder press is pretty simple. I did do a clean in between each rep. I just find that gives me a little bit more of a workout in less time instead of just pressing it. So that's why I chose to do that. It did cut down on the amount of weight that I was able to do, which I'm fine with. I was looking to just get a quick workout in, so I didn't really want to pile on a ton of weight, and I didn't. It wasn't very heavy. And that's why I also stuck with the higher reps, the 12 reps. So the grenade handle, I got this from EliteFTS.com. It does come in a pair, but I only used one at a time here. But yeah, you just hook it to a loading pin with weights on it, and it's just harder to hold. So sometimes when you're not looking to pile on weights, you can find ways to make the exercise harder, and then you're not having to pile on a bunch of weight. It's just good for variation. You don't always have to do the same things over and over. And then this here is from Spud Inc. That's a playaz ball. You can do a lot of things with this. I like to do pull-ups with this, and then sometimes I just like to see how much I can pick up. It is hard to hold. So what I did this time was shrugs with it, just like this. So nothing too fancy, just a good variation. Sometimes that keeps training interesting, especially if you're like me. Sometimes I get bored of doing the same things over and over, especially when you start to stall out a little bit on your gains. And that's why I've kind of geared more towards higher reps now, because I've just never spent a lot of time with higher reps. I've always hated higher reps. It's kind of a harder thing for me to do. So I figured, you know what, I need to start doing it. It'd probably be good for me to kind of go back to building a base with the 12 reps. In time, I'll probably come back to the singles and the triples, but for now, try doing the higher reps, see where that takes me, see if it takes me anywhere at all. We'll see, I guess. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Just did 4 sets of each exercise, 1 set after the next, circuit style, and stuck with 12 reps throughout my sets. So nothing too fancy, pretty basic, minus the variety of exercise. Probably never seen these. They are a little different looking, but I promise you they are effective. And they will hit your forearms as well as your shoulders. So if you're looking for that, then you can give these exercises a try, and they will assist you in hitting the forearms and the shoulders at the same time. That's what I was going for. So just figured I would share these exercises. If you've never tried them, I do suggest giving them a try. And I mean, with these grenade handles too, you can also do pull-ups with these. You can do all sorts of different things. You can do curls. You can do, I've seen people hook chains to them and then do tricep extensions with them. I've never tried that yet, but it does look like something that would be interesting to try. You could probably do curls like that as well. But no, it's just a very interesting handle. Good for variation, good for grip, and just figured I would share. So if you have any questions, comments, or tips, just leave them down below. If you want to share your favorite shoulder routine, feel free. Always looking for more information. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon. you.